The final anti-HS2 activist in the tunnel network under Euston Square Gardens has been removed. The person was taken out of the site this morning after a month-long protest. Jim Wheble was there.
The ambulance on standby, security tight. The emergence of the final tunnel protester had been well trailed. And after 31 days below ground, the tunneller, known as Bradley, managed to snatch a moment of glory before being taken to hospital for a checkup and then arrested.
What's your game? Why are you stood here? What's your game?
With a bailiff's leg literally in his face, the well-known campaigner Daniel Hooper, also known as Swampy, was involved. And the existence of the tunnel network came as a complete shock to HS2 bosses, in spite of several weeks of secret construction. Dr. Larch Maxey was one of the tunnellers who came out on Monday.
Do you think that a lot of people watching, members of the public, might think, you know what, this has just cost the taxpayer tens of thousands of pounds to deal with? What would you say to them?
HS2 shows what's wrong with the system. The system that's created the ecological emergency, the climate and ecological emergency, is the same system that's created HS2. We've so far wasted £10 billion on HS2. We should cancel it before we waste any more.
Well, this is the camp where the tunnels started. Now, HS2 haven't been able to touch it because people have been underground, but now its days are definitely numbered, and so too are the trees that the protesters were trying to protect.
It's the destruction of ancient woodlands along the route which has proved highly controversial, despite the promise of 7 million new trees. In a statement, HS2 told us, instead of wasting public resources on illegal actions, we urge environmental organisations to support a project that will help cut the number of cars and lorries on our roads.
HS2 will not cut carbon emissions. According to HS2's own forecasts, even over 120 years, its overall construction and operation cause carbon emissions of 1.49 tonnes of carbon dioxide equivalent.
At Euston, the trees at the protest site are already coming down. Jim Wheble, BBC London.